Now that I'm graduated and unemployed, how long does it take me to make a Daigaku Gurashi video? Hello, my name is Brandy, among the many other things that you can call me, and I want to post this game again. So what do I have to do? First I have to record the gameplay, which I do in-game week by in-game week. Then I put it through YouTube, drop the quality and change it to the file type clip chance suddenly likes, comb through it and take out all the pause screens, shaving off a good amount of time so that I feel like I did something, script every day in a Google Doc, then edit each day, which in that process I'll note down if I need to make any new sprites. Then once I've met my editing quota for the day, I'll draw them and add them before moving on. Then I put all the days together, add transitions, export it to YouTube. At least that's what my process has been the past 2 times I've done this. And will be this time too. Spoilers for installment 2 of 100 Rep and installment 3 of Fumi's series. I've got about 2 hours until my girlfriend gets off work and I will not be able to stop myself from talking to her, so let's get into the recording. So overall, obviously this is a pretty different style than what I normally do, so I thought let's make it even more different, and I'll do an unscripted voiceover, which will probably have a lot of edits in it. I already went over my overall process, but I thought I should probably get into how I used to do things compared to how I'm doing things now, because every single time I've made a series, I've done it differently. For my first series, 65 Days, I would go through watching the gameplay that I had recorded, and sentence by sentence put it into my text-to-speech thing. There wouldn't be any like pre-planning, no plot or anything. I mean, I had the plot idea in my head, but it was still just, I was taking it by the sentence, putting it in, editing it that way. And I think that was the worst possible way to do it. I could not imagine doing it. I couldn't imagine doing that anymore. That just sounds insane. Which I'm not sure if I realized how bad that was, or if I just simply forgot my process when it came to my next series, Trigger Warning Unlikable. Because I did it in a similar way of not really having like any plot ideas besides whatever I had made up in my head while I was actually playing the game. But instead of sentence by sentence or thought by thought, I would write into a note, like about a paragraph or so, which I think it was mostly like class by class or in between of the classes. And then I would put that in and I would edit it that way. There's been 3 public holidays in a row. This is absurd. How am I supposed to make a story? Still, absolutely not a way that I would do it, but you can see like the progression is getting better, it's getting there. And then for the last series that I did, my winter series, though I don't remember much of actually making it because of the certain time that I was doing that series and I was really stressed for half of it, I would fully write out an entire day and then I would put that through and I would edit it day by day. And so this time I've just skipped to writing out whole weeks at a time, which so far for my ones where I have 2 weeks in a video, I've written out both the weeks before doing them. This one only contains 1 week because that's all that it took me to do. Which I did call my old process insane before, and it might not be too obvious to people why that seems so insane or so weird, which obviously it's a bit of a dramatization of it. But the thing that makes me not want to do that before is it feels it feels a lot less like a proper story. Like I can watch back on it and I could change things however I want. But, you know, the program I use isn't the best, so I normally don't like changing the text-to-speech once it's already in, which is probably one of the contributing factors. It just makes it seem like, if I'm doing it, like, sentence by sentence, especially, then I should just do straight-up commentary, even if it's, like, from a character's perspective. I should just, like, get on a mic in character and just go from there. But properly writing it out, especially writing out the whole week or the whole video basically before, it makes it feel more like actually writing a story, even if there's not like a hard plot put into it, or if it's still like there's beat by beats. But for a few of the times, normally I will go back in, like I have gone back into my other scripts and made sure that I wasn't contradicting or anything, which like probably is still contradictions. I would like to actually make a proper document for myself with some proper rules. I do have a voice rule book, which is just stuff taken from the actual characters. Like Zero swears and says actually a lot, so I have to make sure that she swears and says actually a lot, and Fumi doesn't swear fully, she uses little things in place of them. Which I just feel like that wouldn't be something that I'd, I guess, trust my brain to keep up with if I was trying to do it line by line, paragraph by paragraph, or you know, even by the day, because all the days need to mesh well together.
A relationship just formed in front of my eyes? Oh my god, go boys!
And yes, I am still using text-to-speech. That might be a little bit confusing, because obviously this video is not text-to-speech, it's all just my voice. Which, that is kind of the same as the reason has always been. Not that I know if I've ever brought up the reason. But I usually don't like hearing my voice. You know, doing all the D&D stuff, having to edit that down, has helped to where it's not impossible for me to record and use my voice. But it is a lot harder to do than being able to write and use text-to-speech, and then I don't need to, like, edit out anything. I don't need to edit out any breathing or like times where I mess up my sentence. It also helps for character voices of they're a lot more distinct without needing like dramatic different accents for people to understand that it's a different character. So it just makes it a lot easier to listen to, I think. I mean, some people might not really like the text-to-speech voices because you can tell that they aren't human, but I feel like it's easy, you choose what you like more. It's like, would you rather listen to like the same person talking for each character, or have the distinct characters? And because I specifically play the game not as a let's play and instead like a story, I think I would take the character side of it over anything else.
Today is day 2, so I've got to pop that recording through YouTube to make it into the file that Clipchamp likes. My goals for today is to edit out all of the pause screens, and then I'm going to shoot for scripting Monday and Tuesday. Normally I just do 2 days a day.
So my goals for the series, obviously, this is episode 3, and I've gone through over a month in-game now. So far, it's longer than one of my series. Well, I actually don't remember how long winter is, but obviously 65 days was 65 days, and we aren't there yet. But we are about halfway. I plan, and I hope to get there somehow, to do an actual full year and graduate in Daigaku Gurashi. Which obviously all my series end at the graduation, and this will be no exception at all. It will still end at the graduation. But all the times that I've graduated has been through cheating. Even if the game gives you like the little checkpoints to start off at, you know, choose your season to start in. I love this game so much, and especially coming back to it, I want to like fully put in the whole year. I think it's really long, but I am willing and hopeful to get through it. Now my current plan, which I won't spoil, my full current plan, it spans about like 200 days, which is a lot. that will be, I know that that's longer than winter. I don't remember how, as I said, don't remember how long it is. Know that it wasn't 200 days. I've never played 200 days in one save, which also it's probably going to have to be 200 days with the same characters, which that'll irk me a little bit, I think, because there gets to a point where there's like all the characters kind of establish their relationships and stuff like that. Unless there is a point of the game where things like just shake up randomly, which could probably happen. In 65 days, obviously I had, because there was the murders obviously too, I had 2 other characters switch in, and I don't think I'd be able to switch in characters properly, because there's no way to edit relationships anymore, and so I couldn't get new characters in with zeroed out relationships. I mean, a part of the plotline could be that characters already know them, so like if I switch out a character and someone else absolutely hates them, then it's like, well, there could be a backstory thing for that. But also I don't like the guessing of that, because I have a few notes on like what relationships there are. Like there's the really obvious ones, like Zero and Junko hate each other, like that's really obvious. But I can't like get in there and double check like what a few of the nuances are, and I wouldn't want to chance that. That's like a part of the, like, I want some control over this sort of RNG based story. So with getting to the end of the year, I guess I'm kind of trying to do a completionist run, because so far getting through the first month has been by doing little challenges. Like it started off with the big one of getting to 1,200 reputation, and then getting every character to 100 or more reputation. And the next part that I have, which will be, I guess, more of its own act than a challenge, because I expect it to be long to get to those 200 days. It's not based off any achievements specifically. I will probably get more achievements. I've kind of like got a little plan of how I could weave them into the story a bit more naturally, and there's easy achievements still left over, which I will probably just get through normally playing. So if anyone has any ideas for challenges or anything, then I will look into them, and I will see if I can weave them into the next act going on.
It's 4:20 and I've just finished editing, well, not editing, I finished scripting Monday and Tuesday, and since they were public holidays they were really easy, so I think I might just go ahead and do Wednesday if I've got enough time. I have other things to do besides this video today, but Wednesday's a public holiday, it should be okay. Okay, I didn't end up scripting Wednesday yesterday, but well, today's day 3, and I'm going to script Wednesday and Thursday, and I'd like to do more, but we'll see what I do.
So like I said with my goals for the series, obviously with my plan already going to 200 days and hoping to get to the end of an in-game year, there will be future videos. I would absolutely love to have it being done fortnightly. That would be really good. So then it would be on an alternative schedule to my D&D VODs, which those are only coming out up until April 13th at the moment, and currently it seems like there won't be any more. So I don't know, everyone rejoice, because I know this was not a D&D channel to begin with, or a Homestuck homebrew D&D channel, but it's storytelling. We'll just call me a storytime. No, not a storytime, storyteller. But currently there isn't any plans for any other D&D videos. What I'm making right now is just Daigaku Gurashi. In May there'll be another dub because I have my second volume of my webcomic will be coming out in May. There might be some promises made in this video that will fall through. I'm really hoping that won't be, because I would love to finish that project and have it out of my mind. I actually did some work on that today already, so progress is tracking along. But still, back to the point, the VODs will eventually stop, and then it'll be fortnightly, where there will be no other video in between. And I was thinking, maybe possibly, when we get to that point, that I could open a new save, because I won't play this save in front of people. That's embarrassing and I'll get distracted. I was thinking I could have a save for streams, possibly. Not a promise, but I just thought that would be a cool thing to try again, because I have streamed before. I just need to fix the delay time, because that was about a minute. But there's tutorials on that. I can fiddle with OBS and fix that. And you know, streaming could be good for if I do get behind on making my proper scripted videos. Like, it's still the content that people want to see. It's still this game that people still love. And you know, depending on how I go with free time, then maybe like in-game month by in-game month, I could do like an edited down version of it for people who don't want to watch like 3-hour streams or something. So then there's just a little bit extra, because with the D&D stuff, I got pretty used to editing down really big VODs, and it's mostly just like taking out the boring bits, because editing down 3 hours to 20 minutes, it's that I know a lot of YouTubers do that, but it gives me like FOMO for some reason, of like, it's too snappy, it's too quick. I still want a bit of the like lull in the video, but I don't want to watch the full live stream. Which I don't know, are other people like that? Like there's a Goldilocks situation, I think, to this. Like, not 3 to 5 hour stream and not 20 minutes. You know, like maybe 40 minutes to an hour. So this voiceover that you're currently hearing is being done like 3 weeks after recording the footage that you're watching right now. Like, even the editing being done. Like, I've had hyperfixations in the past. I'm diagnosed with ADHD. But I've always told myself, like, oh, it's not that extreme. It's not a proper hyperfixation. Like, other people have proper hyperfixations that actually, like, run their life. And this time I don't think I can even imposter syndrome my way out of hyperfixation. I've been, which you'll see it in the editing, I tried to cut out the big lapses of me watching, which I don't even think the reason for that was that I knew I was going to do a voiceover. I've just Cookie Run Kingdom videos, but you'll probably see me flicking to YouTube where I'm watching something about the voice actors. It has been my every waking thought, and it has made it quite hard to do YouTube things. I still think about this series every once in a while. It is just doing anything creative that does not have that blue clown in it. It rocks my world, which, you know, who's surprised that I'm obsessed with a blue clown? Or a clown in general. The clown in general bit is definitely unsurprising. But it's been like a month now, and it's not let up. But I've got faith that it will let up, and next week I hope to record the next episode, so episode 4, and hopefully I'll be able to do that without somehow inserting Cookie Run lore into my story, which should be really easy because I think that would be entirely out of place in a series like this.
I've finished Wednesday and Thursday, but I got invited to something tomorrow, which will probably take up all of my day and then make me way too tired to do it at night. So I'm going to try and get the rest of the scripting done today, even though doing Wednesday and Thursday was a grueling process. But the last 3 days of scripting is like half the amount of time that Wednesday and Thursday were, because it's Friday through the weekend. So I'm banking on that being really easy.
So this is absolutely casting the net out really far. But later in the year, in like July, there's this thing called Art Fight, where there'll be 2 teams of artists, and then you draw something for the other team as like an attack, so then you can win points for your team. So it's like free fan art for everyone for the prize of gloating, which was great. I did it last year, I had an amazing time, and I will do it again this year, knock on wood. And I was thinking, because if I'm doing the fortnightly basis, then I will absolutely still be posting this series by July. It'll take a long time to get through. So I was thinking that maybe I put some of the characters on Art Fight. Really, no point on bringing this up now. That is in the far future. That is months away. But I don't know if there's artists in my fan base. I know that there's artists that like Daigaku Gurashi. I'm one. There's people in the Discord server who like to draw. So I'm just saying, if you like these characters and you wish to have a reason to draw fan art for them, then points for the reward of gloating, maybe down the line. Which obviously I wouldn't want to put in every single character that I've had in all 4 of my series. I also don't have like all the files for those past series anymore anyway. I'm so glad that I made the full bio videos. Those have been very helpful to look back on. But I don't have everything, especially I don't have the relationships, which does suck. And also, overall, making profiles for, it's gotta be like 50 characters. Yeah, it's gotta be like 50 or over 50 characters. That, I'm absolutely not doing that. But at the very least, I would want to put in each one of the main characters from all 4. And then I guess the love interests too, maybe, which were back to me not remembering the winter series. I don't think she had a love interest. I think the point was that she was lonely and sad. I had a love interest, absolutely. I would put Curie on. She would be an absolute one. I mean, she's a very pivotal character. And so I'd have Zero on as well. I mean, Fumi's got her many love interests as a polyamorous pansexual. She's basically got a love stat for everyone, to my chagrin. I do love playing polypansexuals because I like having the options. But still, her love stat has been nuked. I've put that down to a 1, so she can stop gaining feelings for everyone. I mean, for this current series going on, with there only being the 14 characters right now, maybe the way that I would do it is have all 14 from the current series, and then I'd have the main characters and like Curry from the other one. I don't know what you guys want to draw fan art of. I don't know what the other people on Art Fight want to draw fan art of. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. As I said, months away. On the art side of things still, I have been thinking a little bit about merch. Just like stickers or something. Just to go with like international shipping, I would probably want to do it through something like Warcry, or like the thing that they have just released for artists to partner with, or maybe Redbubble, but I don't know. So then I wouldn't have to handle doing the shipping, because I know that I do have Australian viewers, but I also have a lot of people from like the US or the UK, and shipping prices to anywhere is a lot, and I'd rather just not do that. The other thing for merch though is that even if they're my characters, they are based off of Yamito's game, and I don't think I glimpsed any rules in the Discord about selling merch. It would be something that I would probably feel more comfortable if I could ask about it, which I can ask. If there is merch, then know that I've probably asked about it. I'm just really scared to talk in the Discord. I've been lurking in there for years, and I haven't said one thing once. I've seen other people talk about me in there. Very nice things. Because like a few of my videos got shared, but still, it freaks me out to talk in any public Discord server. I haven't even been talking in my personal servers because it makes me nervous. If someone else who's watching this is in the Discord, could you ask for me? And just put in the comments and say, hey, I asked for you, and this was the response, or like I asked this, and I'll just take your message and I'll look it up in the Discord.
I don't have the willpower to push through Reddit Friday and Saturday, and I'll leave Sunday for some other time. Today is day 4, and my goal for today is to finish Sunday to make up for what I didn't do yesterday, and to finish what I need to do today, which is editing Monday and Tuesday.
And I'll fact check and see if like what the response was. So anyone more confident than me, please. Can I make merch specifically of the randomly generated characters in my saves? Like the preset characters are a different thing. I also don't play with them, so I wouldn't even consider making merch of the preset characters. But for my own personal ones, even if the answer is no for the other generated ones, but yes for the main characters, I would take yes for the main characters. But tertially, take away even the question of can I make merch. Do you guys want merch? Do you like their designs well enough? I've been trying to push it a bit more out of my comfort zone with the stuff for this one, with having more distinctly different body types, and specifically doing different nose shapes, because I've fallen into a lot of same body, same face syndrome a lot, just to make them look a little bit different. I mean, people might still like the old art. I think that there's still a specific sprite of Briar that I really like. So while I go through this big block of just editing, what I really want to say to the audience who is here, who's coming back to watch Daigaku Gurashi storytelling videos in the big year 2026, please Go buy the game for yourself if you've got a laptop and a computer mouse, because you need a scroll wheel to play this game. Please buy the game. Please give money to Yummy Toast. I wish there was a Patreon so I could just give them money, but there isn't, and I can't purchase the game again. So I am just going to plea for every single person watching this video with access to, like, what is it, like $5 or something? I don't know, it's an AUD for me, so it's probably different for the majority of my viewers. Please buy the game, please play the game, use it as a character creator or something, for like character references or something, or just randomly generate a bunch of saves and have a look at them and see how silly they can be. Go into it specifically to see how fast you can make everyone hate you, or how fast you can make everyone love you. Put in all the effort to change a character's opinion on an interest, because that is apparently something you can do. I don't think I'm yet to do it. I think at the very most I've gotten someone who sort of likes something to be neutral on it, but that is a fun task, and it's cool that you can influence others in that way. Also, please support Yummy Toast's other games. I've yet to play them because there's 2 others currently. They're not social simulators, which is why I haven't played them. I want to. That's part of my goal this year, is that I do want to like give them both a try. They're, from what I know, they're very cheap. They're even cheaper than Daigaku Gurashi, which is also, it's still a cheap game. Good lord, this is still a cheap game. It's under $10. That's cheap as hell.
Sunday is done, so now I can move on to editing. Hello, it's day. I'm still behind. I'm gonna try and edit Monday and Tuesday in like 2 hours, which is entirely possible because it's only a 12-minute clip, but I might need to get it done before then. Overall, the goal is to try and catch up with my editing, which is Monday through Thursday, and to actually start the editing.
But I would like to give the other 2 a try, even if I don't beat them, because I know one is specifically marketed as a super hard game. But also, there's another social simulator that is in the works. I think it's at about like 30% done right now. So I don't know if it's a coming out this year kind of thing. But there is another social sim in the works. Apparently some of the costume design, or the like character design, is like taken from Daigaku Gurashi, with more things expanded on top of it. And I'm pretty sure there's still some of the preset students. There's not a lot that's been revealed so far. It's not going to be like Daigaku Gurashi 2.0 or anything like that. But it's still a social simulator, and social simulators are what I love. And I think if you also like this game for that reason, then another social simulator coming out by Yummy Toast should excite you so much. I'm excited. I'm really ready for it. And I will be giving that a go when it comes out too. Even if I drop off again for a few years long hiatus or something like that, then I will come back and I will play that game. Just to give it a go. Just to be supportive. Because I think it'd be good. So please support indie developers and support this game, and so maybe we can have another update, and maybe we can get some more long hair. Like if I could just have the nurse's hair, please. If I could just have more long hair. I love the unpopular hair. I love it so much. It's my favorite hair. But long straight hair would be great. Please. So my last topic for the video I wanted to bring up is some specific hidden details that I've already put into this save. Which maybe I should be revealing these on episode 3, but I'm not too sure if people who like watching the series are going to get through that or get to this point in the video. So it's my fun little Easter eggs. They're not even that impactful. So when I was preparing to make this series, I was looking back on my other main characters because I wanted to specifically not make like the same looking ones again. And one thing that I noticed, which it's been a long time, so I don't remember if this was a specific thought process, but I has blue hair and brown eyes, and Briar has brown hair and blue eyes, different shades, but still, it's still blue, brown. So they have a little switch of each other, and I thought that's really nice, that's really cool. And I already wanted to give Fumi purple hair, and what was messing me up was that I didn't know her eye color. Like, I was looking through all the eye colors and I wasn't really seeing anything that jumped out at me. I looked at the Winter series main character Kimi, and I noticed that she had purple eyes. And so now I've made it into a theme where it'll be, which I don't know if I'll keep up with this, but I think it's a fun way to do it. I mean, the next series would be a free-for-all anyway, but so every 2 series they have a switch around for the main character's eye and hair color. So that's just a little fun thing that I noticed, and it's a little pattern going on. Another thing, obviously, for this series, all the characters have a uniform. The uniform was decided based off that I wanted Fumi to be excited about the goats, and there's already a sheep pattern that can go on the hoodies and the modest dresses. So I thought, okay, that works close enough. They're close enough to goats, that'll be the whole theme. And the green just looked really good with it, so put those together, made the uniform. All good. But I didn't want it to be such a strict uniform where, like, there would be no individuality. So, if you've noticed, there's 4 different colours of bottoms that characters can have. So you'll see it in the shirt and pants combo, the hoodie combo, and the schoolgirl uniform with its skirt, where a character will either have brown pants, black pants, or dark blue, which I believe there's only one dark blue, so it's jeans. And depending on what the color is, will tell you how kind or unkind that character is. So in the order that I just listed them in, that's the kindness level of a light brown is characters who are like, I'm pretty sure like 70 plus in their kindness, so they're extra kind. And then on the opposite side, the character with jeans is like under -70 to -100. And then the other 2 colours fit in where they fit in. So there's the possibility that characters have changed how kind they are, so I'll have to go through and probably do a little update on it. But for now, you can get a good preliminary glance at the kindness of that character. I would love to put in more things that can show off something else about a character. I probably wouldn't do confidence because there's a lot of body language and talking things that I already have for confidence. And also, everyone is at 100 confidence right now, which does not work for my voice notes for characters that say unconfident, like for K, because God, his confidence shot up. They are getting into some shit. Which I guess not hidden details, but for when I was designing the characters and I was making them look a little different than their sprites. Kay specifically has rosacea, so he's got a normally more flushed face than average, which comes from the little blushies that they have. And to represent the cheek swirls that Hiroyuki has, he's got acne on his cheeks instead, which kind of blotches out in the spiral pattern kind of thing. Like, well, the blotching is more of a flower, but the pimples themselves go in a little bit of a spiral.
I've got a sprite for Aya and two for Junko that I need to make, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. I've just finished Monday to Thursday, and I think that's enough for me today.
And maybe this should have gone in my overall goal setting, plotting how long is this series section, but we're at the very end, so might as well talk about the endings. Obviously in my last 3 series, every single one of them has had split endings, which have also been a true ending and a different kind of ending, be it a bad one or a good one, or just an alternative route. For this one, because I haven't planned specifically to graduation, there's not a full ending in mind, because still so much can happen, which I'm not sure if a split ending really fits what's currently going on. I feel like this is very just going through Fumi's like specific college experience, and because it's so long, I don't know, right now I really can't think of a proper split ending besides like one that is the graduation and then one that is something completely out of left field to switch it up. But that'll be something that we'll get to when we actually get to it. I mean, it obviously fits into a kind of other gimmick that my channel has going on. So would we be disappointed if there wasn't a split ending? Is that something that we really desire? I'm not gonna make any promises that they're, like, as I said, promises in this video can fall through however they go, but that's not something I'm gonna finalize at all of, like, I will or won't be doing a split ending thing, because, as I said, we're 30 days, we're just over 30 days into this. There's still so much time to go, and it'll probably come about in the last, like, 10 days of the actual, like, the school year, 10 days before graduation. I'll go, okay, this is the split ending that I can do.
I've finished all the editing on time. I've got 3 sprites that I need to do, and I will try and get them done today. So hopefully the video will be done.
So there we have it. A full week done, edited, and ready to be uploaded. Thank you for watching my progress. This video that you've watched me make will be up on the 2nd of March, so keep an eye out for that. I hope this wasn't way too spoilery. I doubt anyone sat there pausing and reading through my script while it was over 10 times speed. This will not be my normal content. I don't think that I'm built for this kind of thing. I do hope you enjoyed. Have so much fun answering all the questions that I made throughout this video. I hope you stay safe and stay happy. Please subscribe, and goodbye.